Hi, I'm Jonathan James, and I'm here in the Lantern in Colston Hall as part of the Inside the Music series. And now I'm going to be looking at Mozart's wonderful Magic Flute overture. And I'll be looking particularly at two elements which are so central to this, his final opera, his final masterpiece, which he completed shortly before his death. And those two elements are Masonic ritual and, of course, magic. And so the overture starts in the world of the Masons, and you'll probably know that Mozart himself was a Freemason. And it's a very grand world. It's a great way to start an overture. And what you've just heard are three knockings on the temple door. Like that. But you've got to imagine a big, resonant, booming, knocking sound. And it's much better in life, I think, if you're going to start an overture to go ta-da than da. It's somehow more blunt that way. So he has these gestures that come back. Actually, in the middle of the overture, you'll hear them. They're in a different key later. But they come back. And they, as I say, represent the Masons right from the get-go. And the interesting thing is that that knocking rhythm permeates the whole of the slow introduction to this wonderful overture. Sometimes it's slightly under the radar. So if you listen to my left hand, it is there. And you'll hear it, I think, in more or less every bar of the introduction. And what we get after that is the world of magic. It's light and puckish and typically Mozartian. It's very, very breezy. In fact, it reminds me of the Marriage of Figaro overture, which starts with similar bright and breezy energy and has a similar shape. It has a similar sort of bubbling energy to it. And just as that overture, the Marriage of Figaro, is about young love, so this theme in the Magic Flute is also about young love, in this case between Tamino and Pamina as they prepare themselves for the Masonic rituals of fire and water later. And what's so interesting about this apparently simple motif is how it's treated in three parts. So we get the parts chasing each other. I love the fact that we're bouncing around on repeated notes. It gives some of that energy. And also, listen to all these accents. And these accents will spark throughout the orchestra when you listen to it live. It really is wonderful to see all the sparks flying off in the various sections of the orchestra. So I suppose it's a combination then of the large, majestic chords at the beginning and the light, bright, nimble material that gives this wonderful little overture so much contrast and makes it such a delight to listen to.